They say cleanliness is next to godliness, but Betty Friedan might argue it's next to freedom. Back in the 1960s, women were told hygiene was about looking perfect for the man who came home from work at 6 p.m. Hair set, lipstick fresh, dinner in the oven. But when I read The Feminine Mystique, I realized hygiene in Friedan's world was actually a quiet rebellion. Not about pleasing others, about reclaiming yourself. So today, I'm going to share 3 hygiene habits inspired by Friedan's philosophy that can set you free. These aren't wash your face twice a day tips. They're deeper than that. The Feminine Mystique shook the world when it came out in 1963. Friedan gave a name to the problem that has no name. That hollow feeling women had after achieving everything society told them to want: a husband, kids, a house, and still feeling empty. But hidden in her pages are these small, almost throwaway moments about the rituals that keep us feeling alive. She didn't use the word self-care, but she described it in the form of dignity, presence, and personal upkeep. Here's what struck me. In Friedan's time, hygiene was often weaponized against women. It was a way to control their image, their time, even their sense of worth. But what if we flipped that? What if hygiene became less about compliance and more about power? That's where these 3 habits come in. They're timeless, they're practical, and they'll make you feel in the best way. Untouchable *. Habit 1. The morning reset, claiming your first hour. Friedan once wrote, "It is easier to live through someone else than to become complete yourself." And mornings, more than any other part of the day, reveal if you're living for yourself or for everyone else. In Friedan's Tumen, the early 1960s, most women's mornings started in service mode. Pack the kids' lunches, ironed her husband's shirt, lay out his socks, make breakfast, get the kids dressed, do the dishes. Her own breakfast. Maybe cold toast, standing at the counter. It wasn't just habit, it was conditioning. The culture told women their time wasn't theirs. Their bodies weren't theirs. Even their hygiene wasn't theirs. We've swapped ironing for emails and kid drop-offs for back-to-back Zoom calls. Instead of a husband tapping his watch at the door, it's a boss tapping their keyboard asking, "Can you hop on a quick call?" before you've even brushed your teeth. And here's the danger. If your morning starts with other people's demands, you spend the rest of the day reacting instead of creating. The morning reset is reclaiming your first hour, no matter what else is going on. It can be 30 minutes if that's all you have. But here's the rule. No outside demands until you've met your own needs first. That means drink a full glass of water before you check your phone. Move your body, stretch, walk, do yoga, dance in your pajamas, shower or wash your face. Intentionally, not like you're running from a fire, but like you're waking up your skin. Moisturize with care. Even 90 seconds of gently applying lotion is a declaration. I matter. Friedan wasn't talking about serums or jade rollers, but she was talking about wholeness. When you take your first hour for yourself, you're saying, I am a complete person before I am anything else to anyone else. It's mental and physical hygiene rolled into one, and it makes your whole day smell fresher, even if you never light a single candle. Habit 2. The skin and scent ritual, your invisible signature. One of Friedan's most piercing observations was that women were being buried alive in their own skin, not because they didn't wash or dress well, but because their self-image was shaped entirely for someone else's gaze. In the 1960s, that gaze was the male breadwinner and the mythical other housewives, who might judge you why skincare was loaded. Magazine ads told women their worth could fade, literally, if they didn't buy the right creams. But the real danger wasn't a few fine lines. It was believing that your skin's only purpose was to be looked at today. The skin and scent ritual is about making care a sensory pleasure, not a public performance. It's about the experience of taking care of yourself, not the result someone else sees. For skin, pick products that make you want to touch your face, not ones that make you dread a 10-step routine. Simplify, cleanse, moisturize, protect from the sun. Learn your skin's needs, the way you'd learn a friend's coffee order. 4. Scent. Perfume in Friedan's day was coded femininity. Smell like roses, so no one thinks you're unladylike now. It's your invisible armor. Choose a scent that makes you feel powerful, grounded, or comforted. Citrus, amber, musk, vanilla, or nothing at all. Scent is memory. That whiff of sunscreen can bring back childhood summers. The smell of cinnamon can make you feel hugged. Choosing a signature scent is choosing what you want to be reminded of all day. And here's the kicker. When you wear a scent for yourself, it changes how you walk into a room. You're not asking to be noticed. You're carrying yourself like you already are. Habit 3. The quiet. Hygiene of boundaries, protecting your inner space, Friedan wrote. When she stopped conforming to the conventional picture of femininity, she finally began to enjoy being a woman. And nothing conforms you faster than saying yes to everything. The hidden link Between boundaries and hygiene, think about the last time you felt burnt out. How did your physical care look? Chances are you skipped washing your hair. You ate whatever was easiest. You went to bed in yesterday's clothes. When your mental space is messy, your physical space follows. Boundaries are mental hygiene. They're the shower you take to wash off everyone else's expectations. In Friedan's era, women were taught to overgive. The good wife always had a hot meal ready. The good mother never took time for herself. A boundary wasn't seen as self-care, it was seen as selfishness. In our era. And it's not just family and neighbors, it's your job, your group chats, your notifications, your social media feed. You can be reachable 24/7, which means you can be depleted. 2/4/7. How to practice boundary hygiene. Say no without protect chunks of your day for yourself, the same way you'd protect a medical appointment. Silence notifications during your morning reset. Schedule no plans days and treat them like sacred space. When you do this, something shifts. Suddenly you have the time and energy to do your hair because you want to, not because you feel obligated. You're showering because it feels good, not because you need to be presentable. And that's the quiet revolution Friedan was talking about. Enjoying being a woman because you've stopped performing womanhood for everyone else. When the feminine Mystique landed in 1963, it wasn't a beauty manual. It was a call to arms. But hidden between its political arguments is a personal truth. The way you care for yourself, body and mind, is a declaration of worth. Morning rituals say, I come first. Skin and scent say, I am present. Boundaries say, I am hold. Together, they form a shield, one that keeps the world from wearing you down before you've had a chance to live. Betty Friedan said, a woman has to be able to say, and believe, I am important. So tomorrow, when you wake up, don't reach for your phone. Reach for yourself. Claim your first hour. Treat your skin like it's priceless. Guard your space like it's sacred, because hygiene isn't just about being clean, it's about being free enough to care. Asterisk, if this episode made you think differently about how you care for yourself, imagine what could happen if more women reclaimed their mornings, their skin, their space. So here's what I want you to do. Start with just one of these habits tomorrow. Test it, feel the difference, and then tell me in the comments which one you're keeping, because your story might be exactly what another woman needs to hear. If you found this valuable, hit that like button so more women can find it. Subscribe for more inspiring conversations about life, self-worth, and freedom. And share this video with a friend who deserves to put herself first. And remember, hygiene isn't just about being clean. It's about living like you're worth the care.